I think that Marielle kidnapped and brainwashed me. I've been having these nightmares.
Devin, everybody has nightmares. It doesn't mean they are true.
I think mine are. I think she's evil.
Lots of witches don't like Marielle, especially me. It doesn't mean that she's evil. Now go home. I won't hear any more about it.
Hi everybody, it's me Hatsy, and today I'm back with part 7 of Let's Play Witches. So if you'd have seen by this point, the machinimas are slightly different. I am now using voice actors and voice actresses, so if you do want to take part in the series, then there will be a video below explaining what you can do, etc., because it's still going on. And if you have applied, thank you so much for your email, because I have 100% read it. And I will be emailing throughout the series asking if people would like to participate. So in case I haven't got back to you at the moment, I will probably get back to you at a later date. Just because I had so many incredible entries, and yeah, it's been amazing. But yeah, so anyway, the little machinima at the beginning, there's some stuff going on already. Now Devin has came round to Agatha's house, and Devin remembers some of the stuff that Marielle did to her in this horrible situation where Devin saw too much of what happened in the basement, and Marielle gave her a fruit which made her forget. So she has now told Agatha, a little bit of an over-exaggeration, kidnapped and brainwashed. I mean, that's one way to put it. And I suppose it is, I mean, more or less, but I just think it's just such a harsh way to say that. But anyway, Agatha really did give the impression that she didn't believe her whatsoever, and I do understand that. Like, I do understand that Agatha would definitely want to say that to Devin, and she would definitely want to make it look like she really doesn't believe her, but she would really want to go and explore for herself. So that is what she's going to be doing. So it's going to be exciting as the Let's Play goes on. I don't really know what she's doing. She's just stood outside her house. She's been stood outside for about 2 hours just staring into midair. Okay, so she doesn't really need a lot. I don't think she could do with making something. I bet LEDESMA's hungry as well, because LEDESMA lives with Agatha and they are very good friends. I want her to cook something spooky cookers. That's quite a nice thing to cook. And yes, LEDESMA is here as well because he lives with Agatha. And that is partly because there wasn't enough room in the wizard boarding house. I'm not sure how much I've explained of this before, but Agatha was very encouraging in the fact that she would want the new Supreme or the new Arch Wizard to be able to live in this house with her. So she strongly believes that LEDESMA is the new Arch Wizard. And there isn't really a lot of proof of that, it's just speculation, but Agatha likes to speculate, so there we go. But I think it will be really interesting as the Let's Play goes on, because I would love these two to become best friends. I just think they're perfect. They are just kindred spirits, and I think it's great. I think it's absolutely great because they're both loners. They both like not many people's company. I know that a lot of people are like, oh, I ship them. No, I don't. I absolutely don't. Annie's a teen, but I am going to install the mod where young adults and teens can have relationships, but just not these two. LEDESMA is also interested in men, so that might really cause some complications. Only for the people that ship them, because Agatha doesn't seem like that anyway. They are just good friends. So that's what they're going to be doing in this part. Going to be building up their friendship together. It really makes me sad to see Agatha and Adam almost at the bottom of their friendship, but that is just because they have had to be distant for hundreds and hundreds of years, and yeah, maybe we'll get to that at some point. Anyway, where is LEDESMA? He's just ran off. Okay, so he's in the toilet. Now, I hate this toilet. I've got to be honest with everyone. There is no sink in here. I need to put a sink in here. I'm going to try and do that maybe in the next part. They're going to sit down together though. I think they're going to come and sit over here on these benches. Now, it did just sort of work out that I really didn't make this a house for just one person, because it would really be like Agatha just to have maybe one sofa, one little seat for herself. It's not the biggest house. It really isn't, but it's actually one of my favorite builds. Love it. Okay, so anyway, they are going to give each other some heartfelt confidence, going to boost their friendship up a bit. Oh, they're good friends. They need to become best friends though, because I want these two to be like the detectives, the town. That's the storyline setup for future parts of this, and I think it's going to be really, really interesting to see how it progresses, and I'm excited to show you, to be honest, because I have got a really cool storyline, and a lot of the voice actors and voice actresses will already know a lot about what's going to go off here, but that is just because they've had the scripts already. The town looks absolutely packed today. And I love how many zombie-like Sims walking through. He always walks like that. Without a fail, this man walks in that really zombie-ish way. And he's perfect. He's absolutely perfect. I don't know if that's a typical walk that you can actually choose from the menu, because I only choose the nice walks. Some of the other walks just look too much like that. Oh, okay, Eleona's here. Okay, we're going to say hi to Eleona. Wonder why she's here. That's a little bit strange. Maybe she's just dropping into the neighborhood. She doesn't even know Agatha. Maybe she knows LEDESMA. Oh yeah, they're friends. Oh, okay, so LEDESMA is friends with Eleona. Well, isn't that nice? So she's just come to see a friend. So he's also going to be nice to her. Share a secret. What if he just shared what Devin said? Or maybe Eleona would have already known about it, because I'm pretty sure that Eleona and Devin are both friends, I think. He's feeling flirty. Really want to find LEDESMA a partner. I think we will do that in future episodes. I just think for now, he's got too much on his plate. This information, this gossip with Devin is just going to drive the town insane, to be completely honest.
Thanks for meeting me here.
Of course. I didn't think you'd want to see me.
Well, of course I did. We get along so well together.
Do we? What will the elders think of us meeting up like this?
I really couldn't care less. Nobody tells me what to do.
We've just arrived with Marielle and Calvin, and they are on a date at the moment. So they have chosen to go to the magic teapots, and they are sort of in secret at the moment because nobody would approve of this. Like, if Damien knew about this, he would probably not be happy. Her mum would, well, I mean, her mum, what would Elizabeth say actually? Elizabeth would probably turn a blind eye because she sticks up for her daughter a lot, but the other elder witches would flip. Like, they would hate this so much because it's Marielle's responsibility to marry Damien, and she's on a date with Calvin. So the reason why Marielle is on a date with Calvin, and the reason why she's decided to take him here, is because she has a master plan which is going to come up in the future, and it involves Calvin. So she is really trying to manipulate him, try and make their friendship closer, and try and lure him into a false sense of security. So that's why he's on this date. I'm sure that she does have romantic feelings for him, but we all know how obsessive Marielle is over Adam Farewell. So that probably won't get her anywhere, I don't know. But yeah, there is a massive plan coming up. I am honestly so excited to share it with you because it's coming up pretty soon. But yeah, so she's choosing on the menu. Okay, we're going to make this date really good because something that I've never had before is a successful date. So we've got to do it. We are going to order for the table. Okay, so she's got to socialise with him. Socialise about a meal 3 times. We're going to choose the sour punch because that looks like it's the chef's favourite, and it looks like the most exotic thing bar the fruit punch. I just like purple things. So then we're going to go for the chef's choice. Oh, the fruit salad. Oh, I like this chef's choice. That's pretty cool. And no, we're not going to go for the veggie burger. I think we should go for something like a steak, because that's like, I don't know, a romantic meal, I guess. Fruit cobbler sounds good. So that was some quick choices, but there we go. Now, I didn't realise that Marielle really hates a girl called Morgan the Sly. I wonder why that is. I don't know, Sims do tend to fall out with other Sims greatly. I mean, when I look at these interactions, they all do tend to have enemies. I think that Elizabeth hates, yeah, Binder. I mean, who's that? Who even is that? Why does she hate her? I'm pretty sure that we've never even met her. And why is she friends with Mr. Dot? Oh, Mr. Chase. Okay, fair enough. But no, it just happens sometimes. I thought that she hated Tatum as well, but that friendship seems to have disappeared, which is odd. I think that Marielle's getting a little bit sidetracked talking to the waiter as well. I wish that he wouldn't do that. I wish that the waiter really did keep to his own business in this situation. If I was on a romantic date and the waiter just interacted with me more than the date, I'd feel really awkward. personally. I would probably want to leave in that situation. But yeah, so anyway, gonna carry on with this. So I want to get their friendship up a lot. Looks like things have gone down with Adam as well, which is upsetting for Marielle. I can imagine her getting really, really upset at that. I think that Calvin would probably be thinking, this is great, I really like Marielle, I've liked her for a while, and I don't think that he would really be thinking that she's as manipulative as she is, because Calvin's quite an innocent person. I don't think that he would realise how nasty Marielle can actually be and how vindictive of a person she is. So he seems to have a really good time. Let's go see Calvin's face for a second, because to focus on Marielle here. So what's Calvin doing? He looks really happy, I think, and it must be nice, but also I think that he would feel bad because Damion is his friend. Like, he lives with Damion, they're going to be close, the wizards are all really, really close together, so that could really be awkward if things did take off between them, and also he could really get punished. It's definitely a risk them going out and dating. It could definitely mean that they could get punished in the future. Luckily, there aren't many people around that they would know. In fact, it always looks like these are just random generated sims. Now their food's arrived. Looks pretty good actually. I'm quite happy with this choice. I think it looks like quite a nice meal. I'd hope they'd enjoy it. So yes, anyway, we're going to finish this date and she is going to ask him about his meal because we want this to go well. It's got to be successful. Okay, where do we even ask about meal? Ask to just be friends. That's the worst thing to say on a date. The worst thing. Okay. Complain about dish? No, you can't do that. It's a pretty good dish, I think. How do you know if it's a good or bad dish? I don't know. Maybe it's a bad dish. Discuss food flavours. There we go. We're going to do that, and she's also going to have a deep conversation. Oh, I didn't realise that that was a really, really good thing for a date. I mean, of course, yeah, deep conversation is, but maybe it's too deep for a first date. I would say that deep conversation might not work out. We shall see. Okay, so she's got to do that twice. Did that woman just come and collect our dirty plates? I'm pretty sure we weren't even finished with those dishes. What happened there? Should have probably sat in here because this is the elders' room, but then again, Marielle isn't an elder. She's just the supreme. Okay, anyway, we are nearly finished on this date, so we want to make sure that it is the best date ever, and he's really, really excited. He's really happy. He's got to think this is the best date that he's ever been on in his whole entire life. So, he obviously doesn't think that because he just stood up and walked away. But it looks like it went well. Looks like we completed the main goal of this. So he has just gone to the loo, and maybe when he comes back, we can do the last interaction and get this sorted. So Calvin has been a while, unfortunately. I think he's been in there for about 2 hours and he's just came out. I don't know, it felt like 2 hours. It felt like ages. I just fast forwarded loads and loads of time. Anyway, she is going to be incredibly, incredibly flirty with him because it's near the end of the date. She's got to make sure that they are close enough for her to be able to ask him this huge favour, and I think it's going to go pretty well. I don't know. Anyway, we have to do some more socialising about the meal, but the meal's already happened. Like, the meal's gone. It's been and gone. I don't even know if we can do that. I don't think we can do that. So now they've both gone in here because I think that they would maybe be a little bit worried that people in the town are starting to notice who they are. I don't know. But she's going to try and confess her attraction to him because it seems like the best thing to do. The date is nearly over as well, though. I don't know how we'd feel about this. She's incredibly uncomfortable. We're actually going to have to get him out of here soon. And she's going to have to go to bed as well. And the date has just finished. We have a silver medal earned, which is fantastic. And it looks like a definite achievement. But anyway, Marielle's going to go to the toilet and we're going to go and see what others are up to.
How is Elvarina?
She's fine. I'm still getting used to her being green.
She won't always be. It will fade if she decides to practice magic as she gets older. Or, of course, she can live out her days like you, being resurrected by me every time you die.
Let's not decide her future for her, Agatha.
So we're now at Eve's house again with Agatha. And the reason why we're here is because Agatha would be checking in on her sister. She would want to make sure that her sister and ELVARINA were okay. So she would help out as much as possible because she knows that ELVARINA does not have a father, unfortunately, and it would be so hard for Eve. Now, I did want to explain this because a lot of people feel like ELVARINA would now be hidden from the community, but because she is now seen as a witch, the others will turn a blind eye. And that just happened in the community. I've actually written a list of the rules, like everything that I've put in below. So if you're wondering like how I sort of decide stuff and how it gets to the point of me deciding things, it will all be below and I'll put it all in. But yeah, so anyway, that is because Elizabeth has a child and they turn a blind eye at that, so none of them can really say anything. But Agatha is just being a good sister to Eve. Now, I did say that I do want them to be able to build up the friendship together, and one way that they would be able to do that is bond over the skills that they share. And something that Eve does have, but unfortunately she doesn't really like to use that much, is her wellness skills. So I think she's actually maximum in the wellness skill as well, just like Agatha. So they're both level 10 as far as I'm aware, I think. That's like the only one thing that Eve has though, because she really hates magic, so she doesn't practice it very much and she just wants to stay away from it as much as possible. But she's very, very happy that her sisters came to visit her, which I think is lovely. I think it's lovely that they actually live next to each other. And after like 700 years of Agatha, no, because Eve's younger than Agatha. Oh yeah, so, okay, after how long they've been together hundreds and hundreds of years, but they're now finally making friendship together, and maybe the baby is the key in that. So of course we have to make sure that ELVARINA is okay inside and she's not crying or anything, because that always happens. I get really distracted. Okay, she's sleeping, she's fine. But yeah, it's so difficult to have a baby in The Sims 4 because I'm absolutely certain that the social worker or whoever comes to collect the baby just doesn't like me, because it happens to me so much. I think with every single baby I end up having. Yeah, the social worker is like, yeah, just behind the baby, just like waiting for me to mess up to take the child off me. And that happens quite a lot. They are out quite late at night though, because I don't think that anybody else is out right now. Now, something that I love about this town is seeing who walks past, and I think that everybody is in bed, even the wizards, or maybe the wizards are out partying though, because the wizards do party quite a lot with the witches. So yes, I just want to make sure that they build up their friendship, because this part is really going to be about making sure that they're closer and that they actually care about each other. Now, Agatha of course does care about her sister. In fact, they do have this bond together where every single time Eve's been in a bad situation, Agatha does try to help her out as much as possible. And I just feel like, yeah, she would definitely want to build up the friendship more so now, to be able to spend time with ELVARINA, because I would imagine that Agatha really cares about ELVARINA, and it's the first time that she's actually been near children, so that's pretty nice. But yeah, so I think that they're friends. It's going to overtake Elizabeth's friendship, which is absolutely amazing, and she's just going to go inside and I think just give ELVARINA a hug, wake her up, because yeah, she's going to need to do that. Not too nice to wake her up, of course, but she's not going to do that. We are not going to age her up for, I don't think, another couple of parts at least, just because I love seeing her as a baby. I've never seen a green baby in The Sims, so I just have to get used to that idea. I just think they are adorable together, and oh, I love these two. And I just think that when she does grow up, she's going to have a fantastic friendship with her aunt, because Agatha is trying so hard to be a part of this family and help her sister out in whatever way she can. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this part here, and I will see you all in part 8. So I really hope you enjoyed it. I'd love to know what you think in the comments below, and I will see you all soon.
Oven?